5 actors who stopped playing straight roles after coming out. 1. Wentworth Miller. In 2013, after years of denying rumors, Wentworth Miller came out as gay. It was honest, brave, and vulnerable, but what fans didn't expect was how this moment would completely reshape his career. He revealed that playing straight characters, especially romantic scenes with women, started feeling inauthentic. He no longer wished to pretend to be someone he wasn't, believing it was cynical. However, Hollywood didn't care and kept offering him roles. Unfortunately, almost all of them were straight and he said no. Few years later, Fox wanted another Prison Break sequel. Everyone was ready, except Wentworth. He refused to partake in the sequel. He said he was done playing straight men, done pretending, done acting straight, done sacrificing himself for a character, and with that one decision, the future of the entire Prison Break franchise collapsed. 2. Zachary Quinto. Zachary Quinto's career took a sudden turn the moment he publicly came out as gay in 2011. Before that moment, Hollywood loved him for one reason: he could play anybody, gay, straight, hero, villain, it didn't matter. He blended into every role like it was made just for him. In an interview he said that playing straight romantic leads started to feel distant, almost like he was putting on an emotional costume that no longer fit. He no longer wants to keep pretending. He wanted to be free, so he stopped bottling up his emotions, freed his anxiety, his feelings. Every project he took after coming out reflected a new beginning. He took roles that aligned with his truth, stories that allowed him to show authentic emotions. However, Hollywood wasn't happy. They kept offering him straight characters, scripts, auditions, opportunities, but Quinto kept rejecting, kept pushing them aside, because he didn't want to compromise his identity just to maintain a leading man image. 3. Jonathan Bailey. For years, Jonathan Bailey played charming straight heartthrobs, while secretly battling himself about his sexuality, quietly hiding a part of his true self the world never knew. But in 2018, everything changed when he publicly came out as gay. It was liberating, and at the same time terrifying. Bailey later revealed the harsh truth. He had once been advised to stay closeted if he wanted leading man roles. However, Bailey said he could no longer pretend to be someone he wasn't, not even for a blockbuster paycheck. From that moment on, he chose characters whose stories aligned with who he truly wants to be, emotional roles that let him bring authenticity and vulnerability. 4. Luke Evans. For years, Luke Evans played everything, from mythic heroes to charming romantic leads with women. Hollywood loved his versatility and honesty. They expected him to keep pretending, but after coming out, something changed. Luke began turning down straight romantic roles, not because he couldn't play them, but because he no longer wanted to live a lie. Although it's dangerous, he spoke openly about the pressure gay actors face in Hollywood, how studios often rely on openly gay talent to bring authenticity to gay characters, yet still refuse to cast them as straight romantic leads. For Luke, another straight love story just didn't feel right anymore. In his own words, he wanted roles that felt true, roles that didn't force him back into the shadows he fought so hard to escape. 5. Ben Whishaw. For years, Ben portrayed straight romantic characters, with a soft and fragile fire that set him apart on screen. But privately, he struggled with his sexuality. In interviews, he admitted that acting straight romance sometimes felt like wearing a mask, a version of himself that didn't fully belong to him anymore. And after coming out as gay in 2013, that mask became heavier. Hollywood kept offering him straight-coded roles, charming husbands, conflicted boyfriends, tortured lovers, but Ben began saying no. He wanted authenticity, and stories that reflected who he was, not who the industry expected him to be.